Hello guys, welcome to Good Football. On this channel, I bring you exciting football updates and football analysis. And today we are going to be checking out the match between PSG and Inter Miami. This was an amazing game. PSG dominated from start to finish as I expected, as most people expected. If you're a Messi fan, you were hoping for some magic. We actually saw some magic, to be fair, but we didn't see any goal, and that's fine because, to be factual, no one expected Inter Miami to even get to this level of the Club World Cup competition. But here they are, and they are doing amazing. They are doing fantastic. Big ups to Inter Miami, but PSG, they are phenomenal and they deserve to be European champions, and they show it every single game, from their bench to the defense to the attack to the goalkeeper to the midfield. All round, this is a fantastic team, including their coach. They are top class from start to finish, and in this game they proved that. In the 6 minutes you saw an amazing goal. Like I said, Vitinha is the engine room of this team. It dictates the pace of this PSG game. It dictates where the ball goes, and everything comes back to him in that midfield. And you could see how he just laid that amazing pass, a line-breaking pass from Vitinha to Neves, and Neves slotted it home with an incredible header. Amazing goal. And Inter Miami wasn't ready for that quick shock that happened in the 6 minutes. That was the exact time the goal came in for PSG, and it took a back and forth, and then never scored again in the 39th minute, which was a big mistake, if you ask me, from Sergio Busquets. A very disappointing mistake from a quality player like him. I didn't expect that. I expected more from him. This, you are playing against European champions, and you are an elite yourself. You're a professional. You should know better. You trying to dribble as the last man standing is a no-no. Even an amateur at that level shouldn't make that kind of mistake. It's a fundamental rule of football. You are the last man standing, man. You can't do that. You just can't do that. I lost the ball, and PSG punished Inter Miami for that. You can't make that kind of mistake against a team like PSG. Prior to that, Inter Miami were kind of getting themselves in the game. They were holding the ball, and they were not losing the ball as much as they were losing it in the beginning or in the first 15 minutes of the game. And somehow they were finding their rhythm until Sergio Busquets made that mistake. This made PSG stronger, and in the 44th minute, Avios had scored an own goal, a good cross from Dowie, and that was how Avios just had to spill it into his own net. You can't blame him. It was just a pressure, because as soon as PSG scored the second goal, they mounted incredible pressure on Inter Miami, and Avios had no choice, fell under pressure, and it was an own goal. Then the match kept on going, and PSG kept on dominating. Inter Miami were nowhere to be found. They kept losing the ball, and PSG was just hammering them with different balls, diagonal balls, short passes, long passes here and there. They were trying to just crack Inter Miami, and it didn't take long, to be frank. Hakimi, in the extra time to the first half ending, Hakimi just pounded this ball home, and he made it 4-0. Made it 4-0. And I thought there were going to be more goals in the second half, but there wasn't. I thought there was going to be more goals in the second half, but Luis Enrique died down on the intensity of the game. He removed some key players like Fabian, and that helped Inter Miami gain a bit of momentum. Removing someone like Fabian, removing Mendes, just slow down the pace of the game. Right, he removed some key players, rested them for the next phase of the competition, because there was no way Inter Miami were going to score 4 goals, guys. Although Lionel Messi, he showed up more in the second half. I was surprised. In the first half, he was very quiet. I guess he was studying the PSG team. But in the second half, Inter Miami held the ball more, and Messi stepped up. He was dropping deep to receive the ball from the midfield, and he was launching the ball into the attack. And he had some chances at goal. He had 2 chances at goal, which their goalkeeper, PSG goalkeeper Donnarumma, saved comfortably, and it just shows you the class that this PSG team has. They are individually, you have amazing guys. It's a mix of experience and youthful energy. And for you to defeat this kind of team, guys, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. Inter Miami, we are no match for PSG, and this is not going to be a long story. It's just PSG dominating Inter Miami. Messi showed enough class in the game. Suarez was running around, missed the clear chance, and you could tell that age is telling on Suarez. So in Inter Miami have to go back to the drawing board and reshuffle their team. They need to reshuffle their team, probably even their coaching department, because I don't understand why the coach cannot make a substitution. You need fresh legs. Aside from the injury in the first half, whereas he brought in Avius, and in the second half, late in the second half, he brought in another substitution. He didn't make a sub. I was expecting a sub in the second half. Like early on, you need fresh legs. Don't you believe in your bench? Or probably you already lost hope that this was a lost game. Anyways, I think Inter Miami have to go back to the drawing board to put a solid team together, because this team, I don't know if they are competing well in their league. I doubt so. I think Messi and a few players are the one making a difference. This team needs to be reshuffled, or they need to improve, and there's room for and lots of improvement. Mascherano has a lot of work to do, obviously. PSG, they can ride on. Whoever is coming needs to prepare, because they're in the form of their life. That was going to be all from my end, and I'll see you next time. If you're just joining my channel, make sure to like to support the channel and be generous enough to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you later. Bye.